What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, ReadOptionAgency.com, urban-picker.com. 24 years selling full-time on eBay. And yeah, I'm having fun. Having fun with this new procedure I talked about yesterday. So I'll talk a little bit about that. Some issues, some weird coincidence, and a change eBay made that I don't really like with international. Before we get into the numbers, I'll talk about that because something just don't feel right. Like, it just feels like eBay's coming after if you send international items yourself to try to force you to use their global shipping thing, which makes no sense because technically they would sell less and or sellers would sell less and eBay would get less money. So it really makes no sense. So I think hopefully that's just a myth and it's just part of all the changes going on, and that's not what's behind it. Because like I said before, to send a CD overseas, I charge $15. That same CD would cost the buyer, just in shipping alone, $30 to $50 to use eBay's global shipping program. And that makes no sense. That limits what's being sold overseas and literally makes no sense. But before, I would just refund the person money when they say they didn't want the item because I got free shipping, and unfortunately it has to be international also. But there's going to be a line soon because I'll talk about that. But anyway, they changed something where now you have to upload the label beforehand. So now I've got two. I got one already. Now I'm going to have another on the big store. Cases where seller, not resolved, because first off, I've never bought. The reason I don't like it is because people don't always send the items back. First off, this is like a scam anyway. I changed the case on it and they're complaining about the fact that it don't have the promo sticker on it. And it's in China. But anyway, so it's something stupid. Usually people complain when the sticker is on it, so that's what's weird about it. But now I'd have to buy the label and then I got to send it through Messenger. And I guess they print it up through Messenger. Like, there's really not even a convenient way to do it. When you click on everything, it just click here to send them a label, and it goes just to message system and not to them or anything. So the whole setup is just raggedy. But I don't need. I'd have to figure out how to send it, or how to even buy a label, a reverse label that's written in Chinese. Like, how it just seems like more of a headache to deal with. So I'm not going to deal with it. I'll just let it strike my account, and from here on out, I'll just refund the international buyers. So basically, opening myself up to be scammed. Basically, that's what it's doing. And there's going to become a time where I'm just going to turn international off, period. Because if I'm going to be losing more money than it's worth, either that or I turn off free shipping or free returns, which will end the 10% discount. Again, it's all numbers. So there's a breaking point where it doesn't make sense to do it anymore. So if my 10% is, say, $2,500, well, it's 10% off the fees. So I have to figure out the fees. But anyway, there's a number there. So if you're giving more refunds than that 10% is worth, then it's not worth having that 10% discount. So numbers I have to figure out. So I got to figure out if I can even send this person, figure out how to buy a label first and foremost, and from who. Like where do you buy the label from? Like I got to figure all that out. So I'll try to figure that out just so I know and try to send a label, but I'm not going to worry about it. And there's just going to be a tipping point that either I don't do international anymore or I don't do free returns anymore. So, and if I don't do free returns anymore, I was going to say that might be opening up another option for me to send items without tracking on CDs without cases. But then I think uploading without tracking goes against you also. And then that makes you not top seller, which will impact your views. So I guess I can't do that. Does free shipping, free returns impact top rated? It might, so maybe I can't do that. So I don't. Anyway, it's a pain in the ass because now I'm going to have to spend money on a label that may or may not get used. So, oh well, it is what it is. From now on, I'm just going to refund and block. So I just blocked that buyer so they'll never buy from me again. And lesson learned. It's a pain in the ass. We'll look at the numbers and then I'll go over some of the stuff from yesterday. Pain in the butt. The other return, I don't remember what it was. It was something that stupid also. It was change your mind. They changed their mind. So that kind of sucks that you're on the hook for an international order because somebody changed their mind. Oh well. It's too broad of a... You should be able to turn off free returns for international. Because if they broke it in half like that, then I wouldn't worry about being top rated international because it's not worth it. I know that for a fact. So, yesterday listed 151 items, bringing the week total to 805. So now we'll start a new week today. Sold yesterday on the media store, still low. 40 items, well, matched the day before. And 15 on the clothing store, bringing the total to 55 items, which is the third lowest of the week. Bringing the total for the week 440, as I'm trying to hit 500 again. Money made on the media store, $524. Clothing store, $378, with a day of $902 yesterday, bringing the run total to $5,701 for the week. But just $17 less than last week, so I thought we were actually headed in the opposite direction. So we're not that far off. 440, 452. So 5701, 5718. So month to date, media store $5,195, clothing store $3,085, bringing the total to $8,280. That's on track to do almost $25,000 for the month. Last month we did $22,000. Now this week is with my changes I made by upping the shipping amount 25 cents, upping the international shipping amount by $1. What I might do is just go in and up international shipping by another $1. Then that'll help make up for any kind of refunds I have to give. Maybe I'll do something like that. Year to date, 131,285 on the media store, 81,882 on the clothing store, bringing the year to date total to $213,167. So that's where we are there. So I'm enjoying this process. Just pounding through the storage area. 3 different size boxes, filling the boxes, then taking pictures, listing type of thing. I found a bunch of an old Pac-Man Coach wallet I had. Found a Nintendo DS. I don't know if it works yet or not. I might have to get a plug, because I don't think I got a plug for a DS. I forgot I bought these. I bought one for me and bought one to sit on. And I found those in a box out there. So I doubt those went up in value because I think they were kind of mass produced. So they may not be worth anything yet. Game watch. And gotta click in the box. Game watch. Color. Super Mario. No. About $35. So problems, offers still a problem. I had a buyer, so I guess this is one of the problems with offers. Had a buyer say they accepted the offer, but when they go to pay, it's once charged them full price. We've had that issue before. I've had customers complain about that before. So that's part of, I guess, what's going on with the offer issues right now. I've gone 12 hours with no offers on the media store. We're actually over 12 hours now. We're actually 13 hours with one. So, again, offers jacked up. And then yesterday I had a coincidence, and since that coincidence, I've had 12 hours of no sales. So I had a weird sale at 8:30 p.m. last night. I think it was right at 8:30, I believe. But then I haven't had nothing on the, this is on the clothing store, and I've had no sales since then. Oh, I just got one in. I was at 0, so I got no, I did take that offer this morning on here, so that's what paid. All right. But, so almost 12 hours. At 8:30 last night, let me get the exact time. Nope, sorry. So 8:04. 8:04, I had a large Snoopy 20-inch plush sell. This plush has been in the store for quite a while. Sold for $37. 2 minutes later, I sold another large plush that's been in the store for a while. Care Bears 27-inch large plush. Sold for $35. 2 minutes later, two different buyers. Weird? Coincidence? 2 large plushes that's been in the store for quite a while. Sell for $35-ish within 2 minutes apart. Seemed weird. Seemed very odd. One's going to New Jersey, one's going to Minnesota. If you're into conspiracies, there's one for you, because that is a very odd coincidence or a conspiracy. So, yeah. Never seen, no, it just, one of those red flags that makes you go, huh? But, Anyway. All right, today I'm going back with the listing process, of course. I'm enjoying it because I'm getting my hands on everything. Like yesterday, I've listed toys, I've listed shoes, of course, media, but I'm just getting stuff and I'm dealing with it. I'm either putting it in giveaway if I don't want to deal with it. Like I had these cranium games that's been sitting there forever. The other three are a mess. It looks like the pieces are there, but it's a mess. And they're only worth like $12 or something, three of them. I'm like, you know what? I'm not dealing with these. Threw them in the giveaway. This one is worth like 20, and some of the stuff is still sealed. The parts, pieces, or cards and stuff are still sealed in there. So I'm like, all right, I'll deal with that one. I'll put the other ones in giveaway. Not going to deal with it. So just getting through the stuff. So hopefully we'll see an increase in sales, because the shoes I listed yesterday, 75, 45, 75, 22, $45. Like I said, getting through toys, got a bunch of sealed toys, getting them up fourth quarter. Those should move for the holiday, for Christmas. Yeah, a bunch of CDs put up yesterday. Stop it. CDs without cases, toys. Hot Wheels. I did a bunch of sealed Hot Wheels with List Easier, and I was expecting to have to change something. I didn't change nothing. Actually, I didn't change nothing on. I added the number on the shoes, and that was it. The item number, style, and color number of the shoe. And then I had to add if they had a nickname, I put the nickname in. So, but other than that, I changed nothing yesterday with List Easier. So it's definitely performed better with Hot Wheels, sealed Hot Wheels. I haven't tried loose ones yet, but I have a lot of loose ones. So I'll be trying that soon. Hopefully I can get a good enough picture of the bottom that it'll be able to, pull the correct information, since it don't have the box to pull the information from. So we'll see. But I'll be listing a lot of oddball stuff, a lot of different stuff that's not in my store, since, like I said, storage locker full of stuff. I saw a vintage crock pot out there still in the box. And just, whatever, get into more Christmas ornaments. Things like that. So fun. All right, I'm getting to work. I'm actually excited to work right now. So still got me invigorated. Still got me a little excited. All right. But anyway, all right, that's enough for me. Thanks everybody, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.